Okay. I suppose we do this so they're more in the middle, and my phone hopefully will not fall. There we go. Yes, today, for the sake of being extra, I decided I was going to bind my book, Don't Open the Gates, which is a tasty bit from Onyx Path Publishing for they came from the Beyond the Grave line. Now, it was my second solo project with Onyx Path, but it was not my first. But it was the first one to come out because Tasty Bits are much, much shorter. So altogether, with the cover and like the credits page, Don't Open the Gates is only 9 pages. But because I chose to do a wooden cover with leather and stuff, I now have a much bigger project than what I was planning because I couldn't find the craft board that I was looking for at Tokyo Hands today up in Yokohama. So now I have these wooden boards and some Japanese cloth paper and Japanese leather to make this book with. So now it's going to be my convention walk around GM book. But because the spine I have for this is too big for just a 9-page book, obviously I've punched more than 9 pages here, it's going to be my notes for running. They came from Beyond the Grave. I'll probably write other monsters in it, other things, because with the adventure for Don't Open the Gates, I had set it up as this graveyard full of haunted objects and ghosts and stuff that people could go to and use. The main point of the April Tasty Bit was to have a scenario built around a map. So my map was a graveyard, and so that's what I did. I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool to have this reoccurring place? I grew up on Friday the 13th TV series, where they were running around finding cursed objects that had gotten sold at an estate sale, antique store sort of thing, and bringing them back. So I thought, hey, wouldn't this be a cool thing? And I know with They Came From Beyond the Grave, one of the other supplements, Cabinet of Curiosities, provides that sort of cursed object anthology, like Tales from the Crypt or Creep Show. And I really love those sorts of shows. But Don't Open the Gates was mostly inspired by that, and I was watching Cry of the Banshee, and I was thinking about how the main antagonist in that movie, was just an aggrieved woman who had been tortured and then wronged, but she was lauded as the villainess. Her wrathful spirit. So I decided to write Begonia, who was mischaracterized as a banshee, into that scenario as something that the players could encounter if the story guide decided that's the storyline that they wanted to go with. But I had a whole bunch of other things too. I referenced the new Cabinet of Curiosities, which was cemetery rats, as a possible scenario with the two open graves. Like if the players decided they wanted to go into the open grave, or the story guide wanted to take the players into the open grave, they could start dealing with rats of unusual size in the underground. So, but I thought that would be kind of cool. So what I'm doing right now is I am punching holes, you can't see it, into these paper blanks that I have in order to Copic stitch this thing together before I glue the cover on, which I am not looking forward to. I have tendonitis in all of my fingers, so when I hold onto small objects for long periods of time, it really hurts. And then my hands get stuck closed. So, but I like making things, so I guess I suffer from my art. This is my hobby. No, I did not run out and get bookmaking tools, binding tools for this project specifically. I also have self-published my own comics. So 1 year before Kawaii-Con, I was printing and cutting and binding books until like the last minute, like the night before the con, I was making books. We were in a bad spot. We didn't advertise properly, so I didn't have the sales I really wanted. But now I have all those books, and I have all that experience on how much of a pain it is to self-publish. And it looks like I'm at my last sheet. But I figured I would pop in, talk a little bit while I make this project, because I really love making things. And people I thought it'd be good to be inside doing something besides just talking. But The World Below actually successfully funded. We were just over $60,000 and 1,003 backers. So thank you to everyone that helped out with that by pledging or by sharing, by liking. I really appreciate it. It means lots of good things for the line, and hopefully when the rest of the line, you start seeing the other parts of the line, you guys will really enjoy that too and give that your support. But right now it's the Abyssals for Exalted. That's crowdfunding for Onyx Path. I didn't write on the Exalted, so I get to take a bit of a break. Yep, there we are. Alright, so hopefully we'll see you next time.